Hey, my lovely Willow Vibes tribe members. I am Jessica from Willow Vines Intuitive Vibes, and I'm here to do a collective message. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stick around. Hope you do. Stay. Would love it if you would. So, I have this really, uneasy feeling right now. At first, I'm like, is this nervous energy? But it doesn't really feel like nerves. I feel concerned or just uneasy. Answer that later. That's really funny. I have a doctor's appointment today, and they're probably trying to confirm it. But I got the text and all that crap, and right before I was gonna say like the videos and stuff, what popped in my head is doctors, and I was like, I don't really need to announce that I have a doctor's appointment. It's just a routine, whatever. But it's probably because Spirit was letting me know that the doctor's office is calling me. That's so funny when that stuff happens, because I literally almost said doctor and I'm like, but anyways, I have this uneasy feeling for some reason. I'm not sure what it's pertaining to yet. We'll probably find out if it's pertaining to this energy, because I felt fine before I sat down, and I was changing link right before I came up here, because Logan's down there with him. I mean, because Hero's taking a nap still, and I don't know, it was so weird. I mean, I change them a million times a day, every day, but for some reason, the outfit he was wearing, which I've never put him in before, and just the setup of everything, and the way, like, where Logan was sitting in the other room, like, where I could see him, and I was having major deja vu. I'm like, this is weird. Like, I've done this before, or I've seen this before. And as I'm sitting here, like, going, I'm having major deja vu. So some of you could be feeling that way today, or within this energy. You see clearly, Clairvoyance is sitting right here, and it's just like, okay. So those deja vu moments could be coming to you because it's something you picked up on before, even if it's something small. Like, it seems insignificant, because changing a baby is pretty insignificant, it's nothing major, it's not a warning or anything like that, you know what I mean? But when those things happen, it's like to make you see that not only do you pick up on things, but that the energies you're feeling or whatever's going on around you is happening now, because you're being reminded of it, even if you're consciously unaware. Do you know what I mean? You're being reminded of something for some reason, because it's coming up, it's going on. It could be coming today, for all I know, but depends on who you are and what this is about, because we're all on different timelines. But I was also going to say, the other thing that's weird is, I know the lights flash for confirmation for me a lot, and it's different lights. It's not just, one specific light, because if it was, I'd think there was something wrong with the lamp or whatever. And it's not just at my house either, because then I would think it was an electrical issue, And it doesn't happen all the time. Actually, it doesn't happen much at all, but lately it's been revving up, like Spirit's really trying to get my attention over something. Like, we need your attention. The lights are flashing because we need your attention. Maybe somebody's trying to get your attention that way, but I feel like it's a spiritual thing. Because today they're flashing a lot. The lights are flashing a lot. I don't know. Almost every single room I go into, so I could be affecting them energetically or something with my energy field, but it feels like someone's trying to get my attention. You might be feeling that way, that another person's trying to get your attention, or maybe you really are trying to get someone's attention. But I do feel like Spirit is going, hey, hello, we got something to freaking tell you right now, or pay attention. Yeah, transition to the spirit realm, pay attention. Intoxication, distorted view, overindulgence. I hope this isn't an overdose or something. It could be for someone. I don't like this energy. It could be for someone. No matter what that means, somebody might transition, and maybe Spirit's giving you a heads up, like, hey, what's your... Oh, sounded like a train horn. which is weird. My grandfather, his truck sounds like, that just flashed again. Sounds like a train horn. I don't know if it's an overdose or what it is, but someone could be transitioning soon. It's so weird when stuff just happens. Like, I don't know. Anyways, I feel like I'm blown away right this second. I don't know if they're gonna get rushed to the ER or what, but I just, yeah, you see clearly, clairvoyance. I'm leaving that out because it keeps showing up. Something keeps showing up for you. Some information, some sign. Even if it's just numbers, you know, like 1111 and 222, 333, 444, whatever it is. Because it's different for everyone, but there's certain images, certain information, certain things pop in your head, certain dreams, certain symbols, numbers, number sequences, songs even, are popping up to remind you of something. They're Spirit's trying to remind you of something that you already are aware of. So if this is like your intuition going, you know, I think this is going to happen and it didn't happen, it's happening now kind of thing. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to grab your attention. For some reason, I'm trying to grab your attention. I really want to know what the hell Spirit wants to let you know about. I'm just saying. Let's pull. No, not that yet. What do we want now? That just gave me a headache in my temple. For some reason. So it could be like a stress headache or, I don't know, whatever the hell that is. It just gave me a quick headache right here. But I also, earlier before I did this reading, I was thinking about the reading, like what, you know, doing one, but I wasn't like fully in the energy yet, and I heard in my head, right before I got the chills from head to toe, I heard, I see you, like, I'm paying attention to you, I can see you. So I don't know if you can see someone or something spiritually, and you know, that's coming from you. It feels like there's a person that's like, I see you. I see you. And I got the chills, and then the light flashed. Down in the basement, not that one over there. There's something to do with a wing that is significant. Like, wings, I don't know. It's an image or angel wings, any kind of wing. It's a wing. Could even be chicken wings. I don't know what it is. It's something to do with a wing. Self-worth. Okay. And success. Please don't let this be a slow go. I'm just saying. I don't know, for some reason, this energy feels kind of very slow moving. So whatever this is has been slowly happening over time, or people have been moving towards whatever this situation is, whoever's involved in the situation, very slowly. Like, there's a slow climax here, slow build up. It's like a movie that you think is gonna suck because it just takes forever. The beginning, it's like, oh, that was so difficult getting through the beginning of that movie, but the middle and the end were great. You know what I mean? Something like that. Very slow movement with this. With crossing the bridge. With finding direction, with finding yourself, with finding direction, figuring out where you belong or what direction you need to head in. And then there's the bridge, crossing the bridge to success, crossing the bridge to success. I just heard you and someone are crossing separate bridges. Like, you're not crossing the same bridge to meet each other, you're crossing separate bridges. Like, whatever bridge you're crossing isn't the one that someone you're thinking of is crossing. They're two separate. They're separate. There's something separate here. One bridge is higher up than the other as well. Two separate bridges. It almost looks like one bridge is here down on Earth. Like it could be a literal bridge, or you're bridging the gap between you and another person in your life, you know, like in reality. That could be coming up here. But there's somebody else who's crossing like a heavenly bridge. I did say someone's going to transition. It's almost like as you cross this bridge, someone's passing. Someone's passing by. They're passing on. I feel like I'm going to cry. I don't know why that's so significant. Give me one of these moon cards. Actually, give me one of these. What's up with the compass? And it almost feels like, I do feel like someone is going to transition in this energy. Not the viewer, someone you know more than likely, but it almost feels like spirit is helping guide you to cross a specific bridge. Which is hard because one leads to certain death and the other leads to pure happiness. Yeah, there's two paths here, and one is going to lead someone straight to the other side, you know what I mean? And not to the other side of the bridge. Yeah, there's a choice. So possibly this this transition to the spirit realm can be stopped. So I don't know if it's self-inflicted, if someone's considering that, or if it's substance related. It's substance related because my fucking yep. My light just flashed twice. It was really, that was really prominent the first time. The second time it was just a little. There's a choice here. And someone is being guided to love themselves and appreciate themselves, to love themselves enough to choose the right path, because someone's going to choose the wrong fucking path. Or there's a high probability of someone choosing this wrong path and dying. I'm going to cry. Darkness. Oh yeah, because someone's going through something. It's almost like trying to guide someone to the fucking light and not the end all be all light, to positive change, you know, to seeing that life doesn't suck. Life doesn't have to suck. You know, it does suck sometimes, but it ain't that fucking bad. Nothing's that bad. But I don't know, for some reason, if this isn't self-inflicted, you know, like intentionally, someone going, oh, I just can't deal with this anymore. It's someone just can't deal with their problems and it's accidental. Because of whatever the hell they're doing and partaking in. And this would be someone who has a habit, whether you're aware of it or not. It's not someone who just tried it once and oh shit, you know, that's not what this is. It's something else. It's someone who has a problem if it pertains to overdose of any kind. Time to take action. Well, there's the ram I was talking about in last night's reading, which, well, actually yesterday's reading, because that one is on YouTube. Last night's reading is on Patreon. Take time to breathe out. Yeah, I don't know. I feel very uneasy. I feel worried. I feel concerned. I feel, because this isn't I'm not nervous. I feel like, what? I don't know if it's because I'm hearing bad news or if I'm worried about someone's fucking well-being, because someone obviously is not in the best space. Well, whatever it is, it's happening very soon because, like I said, deja vu like a mofo is going on today, at least for me. And usually I get those signs before a reading because I don't always want to do a reading like every day. And sometimes I feel so gung-ho about it, even though I have no clue what the hell I'm going to be reading about or what's coming up. I just am very drawn to do it. That's why I do it. And then messages like this come out. And sometimes these types of messages, if they get sent to the right people or if the right person sees it, they can save somebody's life, or they can save themselves, you know, just by making a different choice. Yeah, choose another pathway. There's a way out of this. There's another path that's open to somebody that either they're not seeing, or they just don't feel like it's right for them. Probably because they're sucked into some shitty lifestyle or something. Like, this is my only way out. Well, that kind of sounds self-inflicted, just saying this is my only way out. No. Oh, tornado. Disagreement? I just heard I agree. This is my only way out. I agree. Choosing the right path is the only way out of the darkness, just saying. I don't know if any of you believe in reincarnation, but you'll have to redo all your fucking shit lessons again, and it'll get harder in the next lifetime, because you ain't gonna remember why you're back. You know what I mean? That's just my belief system, so I just heard because that's what happens. But anyways, I don't know. I feel shocked about this, but not really. You know, like, oh my God, I can't believe that just happened. Or if it does end up happening, because we have free will, there's a choice here where someone can change their future. It's either going to end or they can keep going on. Like I said, for however the hell that's going to happen for them, depending on the road that they choose. So, with that being said, this isn't set in stone, but there's definitely a warning here, because someone's not choosing the right path. Like, and maybe some of you know that, or whoever this is going to resonate with knows that, and it's like, knows that about this person, or knows that about themselves. And I don't know, this feels like oh my gosh, it feels so sudden. Like, I wasn't expecting that to happen now or whatever, but it was almost expected. Like you knew if this person didn't make changes, that's really the road that they were down, that they were going down. Like, the possibility has been there for a while that this could happen, either due to depression and, you know, self-inflicted whatever, because somebody knew that another person was really down and out, and, you know, couldn't help them, or turned a blind eye, whatever it is, or because there's somebody who has a substance abuse problem, and, you know, that's a risky game. Numbers, what did I say? Somebody could be calling different people, or there's going to be a lot of phone calls pertaining to this situation. You'll know when you get the call. I've said that before. That's what's coming back around. You'll know when you get the call. It's someone within, if this is going to resonate, it's a family member of yours, because, or someone you consider family. Because I'm being drawn back to, I don't remember where I saw it, but there was a tree. Oh, it was at Dunkin' Donuts. It was like a little bush, but it looks like a tree. And because it's wintertime, it's in a bucket, or I don't know, one of them wooden barrel looking things that businesses have all around. It had fallen over, and it landed on top of coffee. Like a coffee cup. It landed on top of coffee. And I used to say, what was it? I made it to soda, but I didn't make it to coffee. Oh wait, I made it to soda, but not to coffee. I made it to coffee the next day. I have no clue what that is, but it was representing people in my mind when the energies were coming in when I was saying that. And the little tree, like years ago, it was the year I did a country theme for a Christmas tree. And instead of putting an angel on top of the tree, I put a star on top of the tree. And the star didn't fit because it didn't go with the country theme. It should have been the angel because it kind of went together, but I didn't want it to go together. I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but it still was pretty. But regardless, that's not the point here. This was that year, and I can't remember. It was like 3-4 years ago or something. And I had a little baby tree, and it was in another room. And that one, fell over and broke. It kept falling over, and then the last time it fell, it fucking broke. And I would think of a specific person, and I always think of trees as, you know, family ties, because your family tree and shit. And if you think about it, the tree of life, your life getting cut short, you can only fall so many times before, or bad things can only happen so many times before the end, basically. I don't feel like someone's gonna collapse. That's not what this feels like. It's it's either representing, like that little tree is either representing cutting ties, something coming to a close because you're on different paths, like you can't go where I'm going kind of thing, or it's literal because I really do feel that transition energy in here, and I feel like someone in someone's family is going to pass for whatever reason. I mean, if it's someone who's elderly, it could be natural causes or something, but you know, sometimes people forget the types of medications they're taking, and you know, that can happen too. But I don't know, this feels like something else. 1111, it feels like something else. But yeah, someone's family tree is just going for some reason. Let's see, let's get more on this tornado energy. Lightning could be significant. Control your anger or you will be sorry. Someone's going to get upset about this, whatever this is. Ram. Oh my god, I said that in yesterday's reading. And we have Aries, which is a ram on the card, and a ram. A stubborn, aggressive person. Might fall. I don't know, control your fucking temper with this. Fly. A period of ill health and depression. There's someone here who is going through some shit, okay? They're dealing with stuff that they're probably not talking about. Even if they don't do substances. I kind of feel that in here, though, for someone. There could be multiple there's multiple messages in here. But I feel like no matter who this is for, or who it makes you think of, or whatever, this person is very hard-headed. They're very stubborn. They could have a temper. If you try to help them, they might get angry. Or this person just gets angry a lot because that's how they express their emotions. Like, you know, I don't want to cry. I don't want to get sad. I'm just going to get fucking mad. You know, that kind of thing. They do deal with depression, whoever they are. And they are in a depressed state, which is probably why they're doing whatever they're doing in the first place, or why they're considering doing something dumb. I don't know. I feel like I have no way out. I feel stuck. I have no way out of this situation. Like death is a reprieve. That's not the answer. That's all I have to say. I keep hearing in my head, it's not your fault, it's not your fault, it's not your fault, it's not your fault. Did this already happen? No. It's not your fault. I don't know if Spirit's letting you know that whatever's going on here is not your fault. Or whatever potentially could happen when it does happen, it's not your fault. Or if someone's just repeating that over and over and over. Because I don't know if someone's saying that to themselves, if Spirit's letting you know, or if this person wants you to know, like, this isn't your fault. Like, I don't blame you for any of this. Do you know what I mean? Because that would be coming from, yeah, as someone who either has a substance abuse problem, or someone who is considering ending it all, basically. That's something that they would say. Like, they would want their parents or whoever, you know, it could be anyone. They would want a specific person or people to know that, you know, this isn't your fault. This wasn't your fault. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Jesus Christ. This was my own fault. Like, someone's, like, going to take responsibility for... I'm gonna cry. They're going to take responsibility for this, for whatever happens, but they're not going to be alive to take on that responsibility, but they will take it on in death. For some of you, if there is someone who did pass in that way, yeah, it feels like a... Okay, this is separate from what I was just talking about. There's someone who shot themselves. I don't know if they... I felt a pain in my temple, so I don't know if that's where it was or what, but it's no one's fault but their own. That person is taking ownership of what their life was, of their decisions. They could have chose a different path, but they didn't, basically. And that person wants someone to know that it's not your fault. It was no one's fault. Because you know when somebody does something like that, whether there's a letter or a note left behind, you always wonder if you could have helped, if you could have done more, shoulda, coulda, woulda, I wish I talked more, I wish I did this, all that stuff. If I would have known, or you point the finger at, there's an orb there, or you point the finger at someone specific, like, if it wasn't for this bitch or whoever, then so-and-so would still be here, like, he or she drove them to this. Whoever this person is, no one drove them to this outcome, except for their own choices and whatever was going on within them or whatever they were doing. Because I really want to say it's not your fault. I keep staring at the ram. So there's either a strong Aries energy in here. It could be a Dodge ram. That could be your spirit animal. It could be whatever it represents to you. No wonder I have such a shitty feeling right now. This is not good energy. Alright. Oh, I gotta look at the clock because I do have a doctor's appointment. Just saying. I'm good. Okay. So, let's see. Somebody else might have a doctor's appointment within this energy as well. Or maybe they need to see a doctor, whether it's for rehab, a health concern, mental health even. It doesn't even have to be physical health. Someone's going through something. Yeah, they're going through something. And they're not handling it well. There could be distance between you and this person. Like they might not live locally to you or something. Ow. Not necessarily. It could be emotional distance too. Why am I checking my pulse? Excuse me. Is somebody trying to monitor their stress levels? Because when you get worked up, your blood pressure rises and your heart rate can increase. If it's not due to stress, it could be due to a substance. Like, because it's oh my God, it's reminding me of this time. Actually, I'm just going to be open and honest about it. I think I've shared it on here before. It might have been on Patreon, I'm not sure. But most of you who follow me for a long time, you know that I'm an drug addict. I'm always in recovery. Anyone who was once an addict will be in recovery for the rest of their lives. But yeah, I've been clean and sober and everything. Because, oh my God. And I don't know. I'm being reminded because this is like that feeling. What I'm feeling is what I felt then. So, okay. Like meth was never my choice or like my drug of choice or anything like that. I did play around with many different things. I'm not going to get into my favorites and all that shit, but anyone who knows me personally knows what I've talked about it openly. It's just YouTube doesn't really like this subject matter, so they're not going to like this video at all, but it is what it is because this is fucking real life. So anyways, that was never my thing. I had smoked crack before and done coke and whatever and a bunch of other shit, but This one time I got a rock from someone, and they had lied to me, and it was either like mixed with crystal meth, or it was just straight up meth. And I think it was straight up meth because I had never really messed with that crap, so I don't know how the fuck that was gonna make me feel or anything. And it tasted funny, and I remember that, and I'm like, but it didn't stop me, because when you're an addict and you spend your money on something, it's not going to stop you, which is why I said dabbling in shit like that is like a game of Russian roulette, because you never know what you're going to get. And even if you get what you paid for, it could be stronger than usual. You just never fucking know. It's not regulated, it's not good. But if you're in that space, that headspace, you don't think that way, because you don't care. You just want to feel good. And that's the truth. A lot of addicts will let you know that. Well, maybe not if they're in the throes of it, because they don't want to admit that they have a problem. But once they're in recovery, that's when all the stories come out. You know what I mean? But anyways, it was straight up crystal, and I was like, my heart started racing, and I was checking my pulse, and I actually got the blood pressure machine out that time, and I was checking my blood pressure, and I remember I was like, is this a panic attack? Because that's kind of how it started feeling. I was like, I'm not worried, I'm not stressed, I'm not anything. Like, why do I feel panicky? So I'm laying on my bed, just breathing in and out and trying to stay as calm as possible. My fucking pulse and blood pressure were through the fucking roof, and then I'm like, why is it not calming down? I've been laying here for 20 minutes. Is this getting worse? I was like, it shouldn't be getting worse, because I'm not moving, I'm resting. And I started getting scared, and I ended up calling my kid's father up, and I told him, I was like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, and I was telling him my symptoms, all this shit. I told him what had happened and whatever. And I wanted him to call 911, and he was like kind of hesitant on doing so, because he didn't really think that something was that severely wrong at the time. And but I'm like, I don't feel right. And then finally I decided to call, and as I'm dialing the phone, my hands started freezing. Like, I couldn't move my fucking hands, my muscles were freezing, and I'm like, this has never happened. Like, what the fuck's going on? And then I was having trouble breathing, and all of a sudden I started coughing up this pink foam. Anytime I would lay back, it felt like I was basically dry drowning when I would lay back, and this like bloody foam shit was coming out of my lungs. And I ended up, going to the hospital, to the ER and stuff for that. And when they tested me, because I told them that what I had done, because I was like, if I'm gonna die, I need to know. I don't want to die, like, I would be 100% honest. I know you're gonna test me anyways. And I was upfront about everything, and the doctors treated me like shit, because when the test results came back, they go, you have methamphetamine in your system. And I'm like, what? I don't do that. And they were looking at me like, yeah, right, everyone lies about that. I'm like, listen, motherfucker, I have been upfront with you from the very start. If I'm going to admit to doing one illegal substance, don't you think I'd be honest about what it is? So I got something that I didn't expect, and it almost killed me. That could be going on in a situation like this, because that's how I'm feeling. Or someone does an upper. They do something that can cause that. That's why I'm sharing that story, because that was terrifying. That was fucking terrifying. It still didn't make me stop, though, because at that time I didn't even quit. I quit that crap. Like, I was like, I ain't ever getting a rock again, kind of thing. But it still didn't stop the addiction side. It did later on, but people can go through really scary things, very close calls, and still not hit rock bottom, That's the terrifying thing with addictions. And mental illness, if you're dealing with depression. I feel so weak all of a sudden. Like, my arms, like I just wanted to... I don't know why I'm doing this. I don't know, I feel really weak. Like, I can't... Well, yeah. H can do that, a downer. Or a sedative, any kind of sedative. If you think about it, it doesn't matter. It could even be prescribed. Because I don't know, I just felt like I couldn't hold my hand. Like I can't hold myself up anymore. That went from one thing to another. Like it went from, is someone speedballing? You know, where you're going back and forth between up and down, up and down, up and down. Because that's almost what that was like. Because I was feeling that feeling, and then all of a sudden I want to just be like, night night. Or that's how someone's going to pass. I don't know. And I'm not meaning to talk about this kind of nonchalantly. That's the reality of situations like that. And someone's going to be dealing with it. Whether they pass or not, hopefully they don't. I don't wish that on anyone. Yeah, time's up. I feel like a lot of you have been very patient in this situation, and someone's losing their patience. Like, I can't fucking wait. I have to say something. I have to do something. I have to try. Because if I don't try, I'll never know. That's what that feels like. Yeah. Someone just feels like they need to do something. I have to try. I have to try to change. I have to try to make this change. I have to try to change this. Some of you could be working really hard to get this person help, no matter what kind of help that is, even if they don't deal with substances. And it's just falling on deaf ears. Like, I really gotta try. All I can do is try to make this change, to help you change things around so that this doesn't happen, but it's out of your hands. That could be where that whole energy is, like it's not your fault type energy, because some of you probably really did try, or you're going to. Like, you know, you can only do so much. It's like that saying, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. Financial constraints. Somebody's worried about money. This feels like somebody else. I mean, it could be the same person, but there's someone here who's worried about their finances. Door to romance. Those two don't go together. I don't know what the hell that's about. Hold on. Let's see. What is this financial constraints about? Yeah, someone feels stuck because of a financial situation. They might feel stuck in a relationship. Like, I have all this overhead. You know, I can't just up and leave. I can't just move on to a new relationship, or I can't do something because I don't have the money. Someone feels stuck because they don't have the money. They feel super stuck. Like, maybe they got a mortgage, or whatever their home situation is, their career, they just don't make enough. They've got too much hanging over their head. And it's like, I don't see a way out. This is someone else. There's someone who's battling with an addiction, and they might lose the battle because the light flashed with all that shit. And then there's somebody else who, I'm not saying, like, the person who deals with addiction might have financial constraints as well, but this feels like someone else who is dealing with depression. They could have PTSD. No matter what it is, there's something going on mentally with them, because their life just is shit. Like, that's how they view it. This is someone you know, or a family member of yours, and so is the other person. I mean, hell, it could be two people within your family, that two different people as well. If it's for the same person, I'm not sure. But there's someone here who feels financially stuck, and this has been ongoing. That is really weird. It just smelled like somebody farted. A phantom fart in here. It wasn't me. I own it. Why do I smell shit? I don't know. Anyways, I'm not sure what that's about, but I just heard farts are funny. They are. Could be a friend of yours or something. Yeah, somebody might do something dumb because they feel stuck. Door to romance. That's a man. There's a man who is struggling financially and mentally. And mentally. Five of Cups. This person's sad. They're dealing with depression. I don't know if they're sad because a love relationship didn't work out. Or I don't know, it almost feels like I can't move towards this love. I won't ever find love. I'll never find love because I'm always stuck in this shit. I don't know, someone's not seeing the bright side of the situation. Alright, what's up with the 6th chakra? Archangel Metatron. Yeah, someone's patience are running thin in a situation, and I don't know. Well, there's a painful ending here. You feel this. Some of you could literally be feeling this person's pain, but you feel this ending coming, and it's not going to be good. I don't even... Someone's going to say something. Someone's going to reach out to you or whoever this person or people are because they know that they can't wait. I can't wait to say this. I need to say this now. Some of you might get a very unexpected message from whoever this person is to you because, like I said, there's separate situations. There's someone who's dealing with substance abuse issues, and then there's someone else who just feels stuck in life. They have no money. They're just, life is just crap for them. That's how they're viewing it. Some of you might receive a very sudden message from one of those people or both of those people, depending on who they are to you. And I don't know, it's going to feel out of the norm. Like, why are you telling me this? Why are you saying that to me? Like, this message feels weird. Because it's almost like a goodbye kind of thing. So someone might actually text another person goodbye without saying goodbye. But, like, I just want to let you know a few things. I want to hash a couple things out. That I'm on my way out. That feels like someone who's planning, though. That wouldn't be the substance, whoever's doing substances. That this would be coming from someone who's, like, getting all their ducks in a row. Like, all right, I want to apologize to you. You need to know this. You need to know that. And then I'm out. So if you get a message like that, be concerned. I just heard I didn't tell anyone about this. So whoever is thinking this way, they're not sharing it yet, or they're not even going to tell anyone, even if they do say this, that, or the other to you, to whoever. They're not going to just come out and be like, hey, I'm gonna whatever. You know what I mean? Like, this person's keeping it to themselves. Like, nobody knows. Nobody knows but you. Nobody knows, period. Like, I haven't told anybody. That kind of thing. keep staring at OD as well. The OD person is sorry. So whoever overdoses or did in the past is sorry about that. But there's someone else who is planning something bad for themselves. They're not gonna take anyone out with them or anything like that. This is, I feel very broken. I feel very like nothing ever works out kind of thing. Like that's how it feels. Someone's very stressed. And you probably know who it is in your life, especially if you're very intuitive, you're getting those spiritual messages. Spirit is screaming at someone because there's a fucking problem. That there's the choice. There's a choice in both situations with both people, even if, you know, like they're completely separate families, like you don't know both of these people. Some of you do, but even if you don't, it's going to affect a lot of people is what I want to say. Like a lot more people than you realize will be affected by this on both sides. But there's choices for both. You can either choose to get help or, you know, to not, and then that would not be good, or you can choose to get help or not, and that won't be good either. Do you know what I mean? But it's different kinds of help ultimately. Yeah, there could be an earth energy, male, female, doesn't matter, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who's faced with this choice. Yeah, they feel trapped, whoever they are. They're trapped in a situation, they're trapped in their mind, they're upset. But I'm going to go now. I'm sorry that this was not the best, I don't know, it just wasn't very happy, but that's life sometimes, because like I said, life isn't always cupcakes and rainbows. Sometimes it's fucking lightning and tornadoes. You know what I mean? And the truth hurts. It's time to release negativity. Yeah, have faith in your dreams, have faith in yourself, have faith in the information that you sense and feel and see, because especially in scenarios such as this, because sometimes the simplest thing, the smallest action can change the outcome. You know what I mean? Like, nobody cares about me. No, like, me, my own family fucking hates me. I have no one. And then you just get this feeling to talk to this person. And they go, wow, I do have someone who cares. And they at least postpone whatever the fuck this is. Or it gets them thinking. And that could change the directory of their life, you know? The simplest things can make the biggest differences, is what I want to say. So don't feel like you're gonna look stupid if you check in on someone. You don't have to say why you're checking in on them. You can just be like, hey, what's going on? How you doing? You good today? Like, you know what I mean? And maybe they'll talk to you, maybe they'll tell you, or they won't, or you know what I mean? You can guide the conversation in whatever way you need to, depending on how they react to the conversation. But it can't hurt to say hi. I love you guys.